What's up, guys? I'm the East Coaster fan. As you can tell, I'm in a kind of different location right now, and that's because I'm in my university's student center. So if you didn't know already, I go to the University of Delaware, and I just graduated from here. After 4 long years, I finally have a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering. And although I'm staying on for my master's one additional year, it caps off a very big milestone in my life. So I'm still here on campus, just reliving everything, and also moving out of my apartment. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to get into travel plans. Now, in case this is your first travel plans video, I want to explain why I do this video each and every year. And it's because other channels that I followed growing up, like Coaster Studios and, well, mainly Coaster Studios, they did travel plans around summertime or so, where they showcase their plans with their followers, and I always like to do the same thing with mine. So while things may change as we go throughout the summer amusement park season, I want to give you all an idea of what I'm thinking about and what my general consensus and ideas are going into June. So although I'll still do my sporadic trips to Great Adventure, Adventureland, and who else knows, I want to lay down 4 things that I definitely want to aim to do this summer season. So let's start off with June, and to be honest, not much is going to happen in June. Mainly just some sporadic trips here and there to like Great Adventure and Adventureland. And the reason I regret going outside now. The reason for this is that there are many friends back home that are holding graduation parties around my age, and I really want to attend those. But once again, I'm still going to make it to a few amusement parks this month, as well as this is the time that carnivals are usually around my hometown area, so maybe I'll try to hit one of those again as well. But now let's get started with the actual announcement. And this first trip announcement is regarding the weekend after July 4th. This weekend is going to be a New England road trip, where we're going to be starting off on Saturday, July 6th at Lake Compounce. They're holding an ACE event this day called Ace Day at the Lake, similar to Two for Connecticut from years ago, but this one's only at Lake Compounce. And I've been meaning to get back at this park, mainly to try out Boulder Dash with its Titan track, as well as the completely renovated Wildcat. In case you don't know, Wildcat is my least favorite roller coaster of all time. And from what I've heard, they've done a lot to fix it this year. So I'm really eager to check it out, and I'll be doing it that day, July 6th. Following Lake Compounce, I'll finally be hitting Six Flags New England. This is something that's been on my bucket list for so long now. Many years. I like trains. For many years on this channel, I've been saying that my number one bucket list park, at least in like my imminent region, is Six Flags New England. And I've never been before, despite going to parks so much further on the West Coast and other parks within a similar area. I've just never made it to Six Flags New England. But that's gonna change on July 7th. So we're gonna be spending that Sunday, the day after the Lake Compounce event, at Six Flags New England, and I can't wait to ride coasters like Wicked Cyclone and Superman the Ride. And I think those rides are gonna really reach high on my rankings. I hope, at least. Now on to trip number 2. Now the remaining trips are gonna be happening in August, which is sure to be a really packed month for me. During a few weekdays in August, I hope to be making my way back to Cedar Point. Now this is something I was originally trying to do in June, but had to be pushed back due to Top Throw 2, and we'll see if Top Throw 2 is open in August or not. If not, I'll still enjoy Cedar Point exactly the same, because Cedar Point is awesome. I haven't been back to this park since 2021, and funny enough, that was sort of a graduation trip when I graduated high school, and now that I graduated from college, I'm sort of doing the same thing. My intent is to be at Cedar Point for a few days and explore the park once again and get back on so many of those coasters that I love, such as Millennium Force, Steel Vengeance, and hopefully, like I said before, Top Throw 2 will be open. For trip number 3, this is going to be either before or after this Cedar Point trip. Again, it depends on whenever I decide to do the weekdays for Cedar Point. But my intent is to go to Coastin' by the Ocean at Maury's Piers. Now, Maury's Piers is a place I've been wanting to go to since I was a kid. I remember on our way to Busch Gardens Williamsburg for our family trips, we'd make occasional stops at a Jersey rest stop, and they'd have brochures for Maury's Piers, and that place always looked so interesting to me. and seeing all the videos about it, it just made me want to go even more. Doing my research though, it seems like coasting by the ocean is the best opportunity to go to Maury's Piers. And it looks like my schedule is going to be free enough this year that I'm going to be able to do coasting by the ocean. In case you don't know what coasting by the ocean is, it's a park event held by Maury's Piers for enthusiasts. It's a 2-day event filled with tons of ERT on Saturday and a little bit on Sunday as well. Funny enough, now that both the Jenkinson's roller coasters have been replaced within the past few years, I've not ridden a single roller coaster on the New Jersey boardwalk. So, hope to be hitting some of those parks in the near future. But for right now, coasting by the ocean at Maury's Piers is hopefully going to be happening this year. And the last trip that I want to talk about in this video is actually one that is confirmed to be happening, so mark this one as definitive. And this is the yearly summer family trip that I go on. Now this one is a bit different from previous years, however, because no amusement parks are involved in this family trip. However, there is a water park involved, and it's pretty well known, I'd say. So I'm excited to announce that from August 19th to August 23rd, I'm going to be visiting Atlantis in the Bahamas. This is a place I've been wanting to visit since I was a kid. Funny enough, one time when I was little, I went up to the Fire Island Lighthouse in Long Island and claimed that I saw Atlantis from the top. And that just stuck with me for some reason, that childhood memory. But I'll finally be able to visit the real Atlantis in the Bahamas. And this water park is really well known for its many water slides and aqua ventures such as the Leap of Faith, the Serpent Slide, and much more. Their lazy river even looks insanely cool. So while I'm in Atlantis, it won't be necessarily an amusement park trip since there aren't any amusement parks or roller coasters in Nassau. However, I'm gonna try to maybe get some water park content and maybe a hotel video from Atlantis itself, because it's a really cool resort if you've never seen it before. So I'll finally be going outside of the US to showcase some different locations on this channel. So with that, those are the main things I have planned for the summer 2024 amusement park season and for this travel plans video. Like I mentioned before, things can change, so there may be some things I said in this video that unfortunately will not happen, or there may even be things that I may add on and do as extras. For example, Great Adventure's 50th anniversary on July 1st, which is Decade Day. That's something I'm thinking about. National Roller Coaster Day is a day I love to be at amusement parks. So if I'm open that day, maybe I'll visit a park for Roller Coaster Day. There's also events like Thrillathon, which as of the recording of this video, they haven't said anything about an enthusiast event at Great Adventure yet. But since it's one of my favorite days at the park, you betcha I'm going to be at that event if I can. There is also this idea I have for Adventureland this year, but that may warrant its own separate video. Stay tuned. Well, with that being said, thank you all so much for watching this video. But I think I'm tired, so I better leave Delaware and head back home now.